The Dyatlov Pass Incident. What really happened? In the cold, desolate mountains of the Ural Range in Russia, a mystery unfolded in 1959 that has continued to baffle investigators, armchair sleuths, and conspiracy theorists to this day. The tragic deaths of 9 experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, has sparked countless theories and debates over the years. Was it an accident? A military experiment gone wrong? Or something far more sinister? This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, one of the most chilling mysteries in modern history. The story begins with a group of 9 young hikers, students and alumni from the Ural Polytechnical Institute, led by Igor Dyatlov. The group was composed of 7 men and 2 women: Igor Dyatlov, Zinaida Kolmogorova, Alexander Kolevatov, Ludmila Dubinina, Rustam Slobodin, Yuri Krivonishenko, Yuri Doroshenko, Nikolai Thibault-Brinols, and Semyon Zolotaryov. They were all experienced mountaineers, having completed many treks before this expedition. Their goal was to reach Otorten, a mountain 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles, north of the Dyatlov Pass in the northern Ural Mountains. On January 27, 1959, the group began their journey from the city of Sverdlovsk, now Yekaterinburg, and by February 1st, they had reached the edge of the Dyatlov Pass, a remote, rugged area known for its harsh weather conditions. The group set up camp, planning to spend the night before continuing on their journey. However, something went horribly wrong that night, and none of them would make it back. The search for the missing hikers began when they failed to send a telegram from their destination as planned. By February 20th, a rescue team was sent out to investigate, and what they discovered in the coming days would raise more questions than answers. The hikers' tent was found on February 26th, abandoned and torn open from the inside. This suggested that the hikers had fled the tent in a panic, leaving behind their belongings and food. Their boots and warm clothing were left behind, despite the freezing temperatures of the Ural Mountains, where nighttime temperatures can plunge to 30 degrees Celsius, 22 degrees Fahrenheit. The initial discovery did not provide much information, but as the search continued, the bodies of the hikers were found scattered around the area. Some were found in a forest near the tent, others in a ravine. The most unsettling aspect was that their bodies exhibited strange injuries and conditions, leading to even more confusion about what had happened. The bodies and injuries. When the bodies were found, they appeared to be in a state of disarray, but it was the nature of their injuries that shocked the investigators. Some of the hikers had severe internal injuries, such as fractured ribs and a broken skull, but no external wounds were visible. One hiker, Ludmila Dubinina, had her eyes and tongue missing, while another, Alexander Kolevatov, had his lips removed. These injuries seemed inconsistent with the idea of a natural accident like a fall or avalanche. Additionally, some of the hikers' clothes were found to be burned or singed, leading to speculations about some form of fire or explosion. Some hikers also appeared to have been disoriented, with evidence that they had tried to climb trees and had been involved in strange movements before they died. Others, strangely, were barefoot, even though the temperature was far below freezing. Perhaps most disturbing were the reports that some of the hikers had radiation traces on their clothing, which was not explained by the presence of any known radioactive sources in the area. This discovery fueled the theory that the hikers had been exposed to some sort of military experiment or cover-up. Theories and speculation over the decades. Numerous theories have emerged to explain what happened on the night of February 1, 1959, and the strange circumstances surrounding the hikers' deaths. Here are some of the most prominent explanations. 1. The avalanche theory. The most widely accepted theory is that the hikers were victims of a sudden avalanche. The area where they camped is known for its unstable snow conditions, and an avalanche could have been triggered by a sudden change in weather or a natural phenomenon like a snow buildup or shift. Proponents of this theory argue that the hikers might have heard the avalanche coming and fled the tent in a panic. In their haste, they cut the tent open from the inside to escape, abandoning their belongings. The injuries that some hikers sustained could be explained by the force of the avalanche. However, there are several problems with this theory, such as the fact that there were no signs of a large avalanche in the area, and the terrain was too small to support the kind of avalanche that could cause such severe injuries. 2. The infrasound theory. Another theory, proposed by Dr. Alexander P. Koryagin in the 1990s, suggests that the hikers may have been victims of infrasound, a phenomenon that occurs when wind moves at a certain speed over the slopes of a mountain. This can create low-frequency sound waves that humans cannot hear, but which can cause disorientation, fear, and panic. Infrasound could have created a sense of terror and urgency among the hikers, prompting them to flee into the freezing wilderness without their clothing or gear. While this theory provides an interesting explanation for the hikers' disorientation and irrational behavior, there is no conclusive evidence that infrasound was the cause of the incident. 3. The military or KGB cover-up. Some theorists believe the Dyatlov Pass incident was the result of a military experiment gone wrong. The idea is that the hikers stumbled upon a secret military operation, possibly involving tests of new weapons, and were silenced to cover it up. One popular explanation suggests that the hikers were exposed to a form of chemical or biological agent, which caused them to panic, suffer internal injuries, and even die from exposure to radiation. Supporters of this theory point to the hikers' strange injuries and the presence of radiation on their clothing as evidence. However, no official evidence has been found to support the theory that the hikers were involved in any military tests or experiments. Russian authorities, when approached, have consistently denied any involvement of the military or KGB in the incident. 4. The Yeti or paranormal theory. For those who lean toward the mysterious and supernatural, there is always the possibility that the hikers encountered a Yeti, a mythical creature believed to roam the Siberian wilderness. Some claim that the injuries to the hikers, especially those that seem to be inflicted with great force, could be the result of an encounter with a large, violent creature. There are others who believe the incident was the result of paranormal activity, perhaps even involving a UFO. The unusual injuries, strange behavior of the hikers, and the radiation traces have been cited as evidence of an extraterrestrial or paranormal explanation. While these theories are more fantastical than the others, they have found a niche in popular culture, with various documentaries and books exploring them. 5. The foul play theory. Another possibility is that the hikers were killed by an unknown assailant or group of assailants. This theory suggests that the hikers may have encountered an aggressive group of people, such as bandits or locals, who attacked them. The missing body parts, such as the eyes and tongue, are sometimes cited as evidence of ritualistic or sadistic behavior. However, no signs of a struggle or other evidence of foul play were found at the scene. Official investigations. In the aftermath of the incident, Soviet authorities conducted an investigation, but the official cause of death was determined to be a compelling force, or unknown natural forces. The lack of conclusive answers, coupled with the bizarre nature of the injuries and the mysterious circumstances, has led to persistent skepticism and ongoing speculation about what really happened. In recent years, Russian authorities have reopened the investigation into the Dyatlov Pass incident, though the details of the inquiry remain vague. In 2019, the Russian government officially ruled out any foul play, affirming that the most likely cause of death was an avalanche. However, many remain unconvinced, and the mystery of the Dyatlov Pass continues to fuel conspiracy theories and debates. Legacy and impact. The Dyatlov Pass incident has left an indelible mark on popular culture, inspiring numerous books, documentaries, and even films. Its eerie nature, coupled with the unexplained elements of the case, has captivated the imagination of people around the world. It serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of the wild and the mysteries that remain unsolved in the most remote and inhospitable parts of the earth. Though the true cause of the Dyatlov Pass incident may never be known, the tragic deaths of these 9 hikers continue to spark questions about the unknown forces that could lurk in the wilderness.